Today I'm putting Trae Young on the San Antonio Spurs to team up with Victor Wembanyama. Hopefully this duo gets together in real life, but if not, we'll have the simulation to look forward to. As you can see, we're here on NBA 2K24. We got Victor Wembanyama here on the San Antonio Spurs, of course, but we also have Trae Young here on San Antonio Spurs. Now, obviously, in real life, there's been talks about the Atlanta Hawks trading Trae Young here in the offseason. While you never know if that's going to be true or not, it's very interesting to potentially see what would happen if Trae Young is traded to the San Antonio Spurs. Now, a Trae Young pairing with Victor Wembanyama would be absolutely electric for the Spurs, and I really do hope this would happen, but obviously, you never know. Either way, if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. Now, first, let me show you the rotation first before we kick into things here in the simulation. Here's the rotation we're rocking with for year number one. We got Trae Young, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, and Victor Wembanyama. Of course, both Victor and Trae Young averaging 38 minutes a game. We got Tre Jones coming off the bench along with Zach Collins, Charles Bassey, and Malachi Branham. Now, you did hear me say year one. We're going to be doing 3 years here in this simulation. We got some challenges for us. The goal is to go 3 for 3 in NBA championships. Now, while I don't think we're going to be doing that here in year number one, you clearly never know, especially we're here on NBA 2K24. Anything is possible. There's also a goal of winning MVPs here. I don't think we're also going to win that in year number one, but definitely have a chance with Victor Wembanyama potentially winning an MVP already in year 2 or 3. He's absolutely electric here. Plus, I do think Trae Young will actually make Victor Wembanyama even better. So I'm excited to see how things go down here, and obviously, hopefully, in real life this happens, but obviously you never know. Anyways, I'll catch up with you guys at the end of the season here, and hopefully we are in the playoffs, but if not, well, we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys shortly. And the year number one here, we got Luka Doncic as your MVP, averaging 35, 10, and pretty much 10 assists game this year. Victor Wembanyama, of course, is your Rookie of the Year, averaging 19 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a half, and 3.3 blocks a game. It's an incredible rookie season for Victor Wembanyama. I can't wait to see how well he does going forward for the rest of his career. Russell Westbrook, 6-man Victor, is also Defensive Player of the Year. Here in year number one, we got Paul Reed as your Most Improved Player. No Victor on the first team, but he actually does make the second team as well as Trae Young. That's exactly what you'd like to see out of our top 2 players here on the squad here. Let's check out the player stats here at the end of the season. And Trae Young led the way in scoring for us, averaging 27 points and 10 assists a game this season. Very good for him. Victor with 19 points, 12 rebounds. Keldon Johnson had 16. Vassell 15. Tre Jones had 10 points a game off the bench. And Zach Collins also had 9. And at the end of the season here, we were the 4th seed out in the Western Conference, going 46 and 36 on the season. 25 and 15 at home, which is obviously very good. 21-21 on the road. Either way, we're the 4th seed this year. This is the exact same Spurs roster as they have in real life. The only change to this roster here is adding Trae Young onto this. So going from that to the 4th seed here is actually pretty good. We're going to be taking on the Denver Nuggets here in the first round, and obviously that is not an easy matchup. Nuggets got the same roster as in real life. They got Jamal Murray, KCP, Mike Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, Reggie Jackson, you know the rest of them. Let's see how things go here in round number 1 against the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs do actually take game 1 here. Trae Young with 32 points, 27 for Vassell. Victor had 16. We won game 1, so that is good for us. Game 2 here, we do lose to the Nuggets. Trae Young with 27, Victor 19 and 12. That's okay, though. I mean, I don't really think we're going to actually beat the Nuggets here, but hey, you never know what's going to happen. Game 3 here, we end up losing to the Nuggets 44, 28, and 8 from Jokic. That's an incredible line. We only lost by 2 points here. Trae Young had 39 points. Unfortunately, though, things did not go well for us. And in game number 4 here, we also lose to the Nuggets once again. He was at 43, 12, and 16. That's a crazy performance. Trae Young with 39 and 9 assists. But we're on the brink of elimination here in game number 5. Can we get the job done? We do not. The Spurs have been eliminated here in the first round by Denver Nuggets. You know, that's okay. Like I said before, I think we're going to be winning this year, and that's definitely okay. We got the Clippers and the Knicks here in the NBA Finals. I think the Clippers blew a lead right there as the Knicks actually end up winning the championship with Jalen Brunson as your Finals MVP. So that's the conclusion of year number 1. No MVP or championship for us this season, but that's okay. The expectation is that we're going to be better in year 2 and 3. So either way, let's kick into those seasons here. Maybe get an MVP next year. Who knows? I'm excited to see how well the duo of Victor Wembanyama and Trae Young do. I'll see you guys next season. And the year number 2, we got Victor Wembanyama as your most valuable player this season, averaging 25 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3.3 blocks. Absolutely incredible season. Imagine he puts up those numbers in real life next year. That would be absolutely amazing just to see that. Klingon is your Rookie of the Year here. We got Precious, 6-man of the year for the Knicks. Victor is also Defensive Player of the Year. This season is also really good for him. So MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Shout out Victor Wembanyama. And of course, he's on the All-NBA first team. Why wouldn't he be? I don't see Trae Young here on an All-NBA team. We do get Trae Young here, but it's the Atlanta Hawks version that's still on that squad. But, you know, Victor had his moment to shine here. And let's check out the rest of the player stats here for the San Antonio Spurs. Like I mentioned before, Victor Wembanyama, 25 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3.3 blocks a game. Absolutely incredible season for him. Trae Young averaged 20 points and 8 assists a game this year. I'm actually kind of shocked he didn't average more points. I know Victor's scoring went up a bit, but Trae Young's, I was not expecting him to fall down to 20. Keldon Johnson with 15, Vassell 13, Soham with 10, Branham with 9, and Collins had 9, and Trae Jones also had 9. So they were still putting in work off the bench. And at the end of the season here, we were the second seed out in the Western Conference, going 47-35 on the season. We were 9 games back behind the OKC Thunder for the first seed, 24-18 at home, 23-17 on the road here. Let's see how we fare in the NBA postseason. Let's see which team we're taking on first. And that's going to be the Portland Trail Blazers. They got Scoot Henderson, Shane Sharp, Jeremy Grant, Jabari Walker, DeAndre Ayton, Anthony Simons coming off the bench for some reason, Rob Williams, and Malcolm Brogdon. So they do have some depth. However, I think we should be able to beat them. But hey, you never know. Victor Wembanyama just 24, 12, and 8, 3 and 3 in game number 1 here against the Blazers. Game 2 here, we do end up losing to them. Victor with 24, 16. That's a great performance. Trae Young is going to need to step it up a bit, personally. Jeremy Grant with 20 points for the Blazers there, 102-92 win for Portland. And in game number 3 here, we'll see what happens. We do end up winning this one 2-1 series here. Jeremy Grant with 22 for them. But Victor Wembanyama with a huge performance, 30 points, 16 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Vassell had 25. Soham with 20. Trae Young with 15 and 9. The shooting's not really cooking right now. I don't know what's going on for him. But hey, we get the job done here in game number 3. Game 4 here, we also win 3-1 series here. Scoot with 27. Victor Wembanyama 30, 17, 2, 3, and 4. Crazy performance. 19-10 for Trae Young. Much better performance here. What's going to happen here in game number 5? We do end up losing. We do not advance just yet. Victor with 33 and 16. Shane Sharp with 29 for the Blazers. Can we get the job done here in game number 6? No, we do not, actually. We're going to game 7 here. Shane Sharp with 34 and 6 for the Blazers, leading them to victory. But can we do it in game number 7? If not, well, we're going to be eliminated. But so we have to win this game here against Portland. And we do end up winning. We do not blow the series. We're going on to the next round where we once again are fighting off against the Denver Nuggets. Let's see who they got on the squad this season. Jamal Murray, KCP, Porter Jr., Gordon Jokic, Christian Braun, Peyton Watson. The exact same team pretty much. Plus with Jordan Nwora, but it's not a crazy addition. We do end up winning here in game number 1 against the Nuggets. 39 points for Trae Young. That's exactly what you'd like to see. Victor only had 11. Trae Young carried us in game number 1. Game 2 here, we also beat the Nuggets 31-18 and 6 blocks for Victor Wembanyama. 21-8 for Trae Young here. And we're up 2-0, 139-100 victory over the Nuggets. That's crazy. Game 3 here, we do lose. Murray with 24 for them. 23 for Victor Wembanyama, but we end up losing. It's 2-1 here, so we're still on the bright side of things. Let's see what happens here in game number 4. We do end up winning here in game number 4. Murray with 30 points for the Nuggets, but 29 for Trae Young, 29 for Victor Wembanyama here. Things are looking good here. We're up 3-1. Can we get the job done? Game number 5. Yes, we can. We're going to be going off to the Western Conference Finals here. We'll be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's the Cavs and the Magic out east. So let's see what happens here. The Memphis Grizzlies, they got John Morant, Desmond Bane, Vince Williams Jr., Santi Aldama, Jaren Jackson Jr., got Marcus Smart coming off the bench with Hartenstein, Gigi Jackson. Let's see how things go down here. The Grizzlies do win game 1. Victor Wembanyama with 26 points. But, the stacked roster here with 25 from Desmond Bane lead the way in scoring for the Memphis Grizzlies in game 1. Game 2 here, we also lose. Keldon Johnson with 23, leading the way in scoring between both teams, but we end up losing here in game 2. Not good. Game 3 here, we have also lost to the Grizzlies. Things are not looking good here. 30 points for John Morant, 27 points, 18 rebounds for Victor Wembanyama, but it's been not enough as we're currently down 3-0 to the Grizzlies. We're on the brink of elimination here. We have to win out, just move on to the next round, and we do not. The Spurs have been eliminated here in the Western Conference Finals by the Memphis Grizzlies in 4 games. That really sucks there. I was really hoping maybe this might be the year, but things do not go our way. The Cavs win the championship with Evan Mobley as their finals MVP. So we still got one more year left in the simulation. Obviously, this is still a good season for the San Antonio Spurs, but obviously a main goal of winning the NBA championship wasn't complete this season. We got one more year left here. Let's see what's going to happen for the San Antonio Spurs roster. Can't wait to see how this goes down. I'll see you guys shortly. For year number 3 here, we got Luka Doncic as your MVP, averaging 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists a game this year. Shout out Luka Doncic. Ace Bailey is your Rookie of the Year for the Lakers. Jarace Walker is your 6th man. Victor Wembanyama, once again, is your Defensive Player of the Year this season. And we got Ron Holland as your Most Improved Player on the Pelicans. Victor Wembanyama on the San Antonio Spurs here, all NBA first team. Shout out to him. We got Trae Young, but that is the Hawks version of Trae Young here. Fortunately, no Trae Young version for the San Antonio Spurs on an all-NBA team. But that's okay. Let's check out the player stats here at the end of the season. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks a game for Victor Wembanyama. Those are absolutely crazy numbers right there. Trae Young with 19 points and 8 assists a game this season. Keldon Johnson, 14. Branham had 12. Vassell with 11, and Sohan had 11 this season as well. And at the end of the season here, we were 39 and 43. We were the 10th seed, shockingly. Like, I was looking at this right beforehand, and I'm genuinely shocked that we were only the 10th seed this season. Obviously, we did not win an NBA championship the previous years, but hey, you never know what's going to happen here. We're facing off against the Timberwolves here in the playing game. They got Steph Curry on their roster, though. Anthony Edwards, Jay McDaniels, James Wiseman, Terry Rozier. Things are not looking good. Let's see if we win this game here. We do win here in game number 1. We're going to be taking on the Denver Nuggets here, who we did beat last year, I believe. Trae Man, I'd assume, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, no Jamal Murray, though, shockingly. Let's see how this goes down here. And we do end up losing this game. The San Antonio Spurs have been eliminated here. That really sucks. I was not expecting that. And that's to say that we're not going to have a chance to go for an NBA championship this season. That is really brutal here, to say the least. Luka Doncic and the Mavericks are facing off against the Heat in the NBA Finals, but the Heat win the championship. Luka somehow still wins your Finals MVP, 31, 10, 11 for him. Although the Heat actually swept the Mavericks. That's pretty crazy. But either way here, this is the final roster here at the end of year 3. Victor Wembanyama, Trae Young, Devin Vassell. I mean, Trae Young, in these 3 seasons, 26.5. The first season, he had 10 assists, 20 points, and 8.5 assists in year number 2. He scored less than 20 points here in this season. I was genuinely shocked by that. I don't know why, but we'll see what happens. I don't know why. Victor Wembanyama did improve his scoring every single year here. 14 rebounds a game pretty much the last 2 seasons, and 4 blocks a game this season. Absolutely incredible for him. Vassell was okay. We got Sohan here, Branham, Kellen Johnson. Pretty much the exact same roster here from the Spurs, except they're a little bit better as the years have gone on. Either way here, I was just genuinely shocked that we couldn't even make the NBA Finals this year. Definitely sucks, but you know, it is what it is. The thing is, though, I'm really excited to potentially see a Trae Young and Victor Wembanyama duo in real life. I'm really hoping that goes down, but obviously you never know what's going to happen. Either way, so that's the conclusion of today's video. I mean, we did get an MVP by Victor Wembanyama. We had a good playoff run last season. Fortunately, though, things did not go our way, and we did not end up winning an NBA championship during his 3 seasons. So, hey, San Antonio Spurs are still a young team. Obviously, I think if I did another year or 2 in this, we potentially could win. But, you know, I said we're only going to be doing 3 years, so we're doing 3 years. That is the conclusion of today's video. So if you all enjoyed the video, please share, like, subscribe for future content. If you want me to pair up any other 2 players, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. Again, I'm really hoping that this Trae Young, Victor Wembanyama duo is something we do see in real life. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.